The true test of him being a great manservant and a great dancer is if he can do this without any music and not make it awkward. Human interactions in today's technologically laden world are becoming more and more impersonal. This difficulty in connecting and actually finding intimacy with one another has led to the rise in paid companionship. The oldest profession in the book has now evolved to include transactions that have nothing to do with sex. Men aren't the only ones paying for relationships. A few companies have cropped up in the US that cater to the desires of women, searching for a man that's willing to play the role of the man of their dreams. Instead of women waiting for their man to materialize, now, for a small price, they can order them when and how they want. ManServants, a company founded in 2014, provides busy women in New York, San Francisco, and Los Angeles with the embodiment of their romantic fantasy. The client chooses a man, as well as his name and his duties, to entertain them at a social event. We're here in Los Angeles to find out why women are choosing this service and if these guys are really worth it. We're about to go in and meet the two women that created the manservant experience.
ManServants is a luxury experience. We offer gentlemen for hire that are all trained to treat women like queens.
How did you guys come up with this idea? How did this whole thing come about?
Yeah, we all suffered from like post-traumatic stripper disorder, and we were just like, no one really wants that. Why are we going with this option? And that's when we realized that it really is a hand-me-down fantasy for men.
Our girlfriends were having bachelorettes and they're like, I do not want this greasy guy to come over and rub his schlong in my face. I would like somebody who was hot and attentive and polite and honorable to pamper us and treat us like queens.
Our clients aren't expecting this guy to show up for companionship. They're really wanting something they can enjoy with their friends and it being like a social experience.
Why do you think right now this company works?
There's this new breed of woman out there and she's independent and powerful. She has more managerial positions than men now. All of our interactions are so transactional. Courtship has been reduced to like a swipe right?
Yeah.
And we miss all of that romance and the wooing. And so the romance novel industry is 1.5 billion, but we know that the trends are moving towards more interactive experiences. You know, like millennials and affluent women are spending more money on experiences and not products.
Right.
So where's this interactive romantic experience? There is none, so that's what we're filling.
So how much does the service cost?
So we begin at $125 an hour, and your maximum amount that you can get a manservant is 4.
Because after 4 hours, the clients get a little too comfortable, and then the fantasy starts to break a little bit, and so we cap it at 4 hours, and they cannot stay past midnight.
And then the guys get paid by the hour. They're on a graduated wage that's determined by feedback and experience, and they go up the ranks.
So can you describe the audition process?
It's like a little bit like American Idol meets Tinder.
It's all based on market demand. So we look at what our women are asking for, and then we cast. We only have an 8% acceptance rate, which is lower than some Ivy Leagues. And it's because we're looking for these unicorns. You might have been a Greek god, but you also respect your mom and all women.
Right.
So this is a very special guy.
After hearing about the mysterious fleet of unicorns, we decided to visit a casting call in the Hollywood Hills to uncover just what it takes to become a manservant. And we arrived to a mix of anxious men eager to make the cut.
Sometimes guys are Hercules, sometimes guys are Brad Pitt. Pick anything that's just like masculine and would woo a woman and put that on your name tag.
But first, the prospective manservants had to make it past a tough panel of judges with discerning tastes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is gonna be
Cheers.
fun. Very fun. Hi, Haku.
Yes, please.
Hi, so nice to meet you.
What's your relationship like with your mother?
My mother's my best friend. She's my rock. She taught me everything to treat a woman right. We're talking about opening doors. We're talking about holding her hand. And when you give her a hug, you'd caress the swell of her back. Nothing more, nothing less. She also taught me how to cook.
Fantastic.
Love it.
I think that's all we need to know.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your
Pleasure to
time.
meet you.
Sam, hi, I'm Megan.
Hello, Matt.
Hi.
Oops. Is that a deal breaker?
It's not a deal breaker.
Sorry. Personal trainer, model. Finished playing my last football season, actually. So now I'm ready to step out and take LA more serious.
You played football for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So had to hang out with boys all the time. How is it different interacting with women? Like, do you change your personality?
I believe women are queens and goddesses. Well, for one, I never brought a girl back from the club. You know, I want to get to know you first and then see if our energies are compatible, and then we'll connect on that level. I'm a sucker for love, to be honest, but Yeah. I'm sorry, yeah, I don't.
That was great.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for
Shall
having
we
me.
address you as the prince?
You can address me however you prefer.
I'm having a really bad day.
Oh.
Can you try and make me feel better?
What's the problem? Why are you sad?
My husband's just really pissing me off.
What's he doing this time?
I mean, what isn't he doing this time?
What isn't he doing? Yeah, I had that a lot with my mom and my dad, you know. She doesn't want to be the person that keeps nagging at him.
No one wants to
But
be the
nobody
neighbor.
wants to be that, guy or girl. I'm sorry about that, that sucks.
Thank you. That made me feel much better.
Okay, glad I can help.
Thanks.
I think that's a wrap, guys. Thank you so
Thanks for
much,
having me,
Will.
guys. I appreciate it.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you. I
We
appreciate it.
appreciate it.
I feel like the men we chose are actual men.
Yes.
They're not little boys that you need to really
I agree.
be
They can
trained.
move on to training.
After culling the herd of hunks, the top contenders were selected to go on to the next round of strenuous training, where the values of the company would be imprinted on their potential manservant hearts.
This is what every manservant must do. Make an entrance, make a good strong impression, and recite your introduction. Make it your own, obviously. Cocktails, I mean, if a girl is like not having something to drink, you're probably doing something wrong. She should always have a drink at hand. And duties, which is a mix of offering up your own talents and duties that she's requested.
I think it's interesting. At some point, it does feel like they're madams and these boys are just the prostitutes without the prostitution part. They're all either aspiring actors or singers or whatever it is. It's very obvious that this is like a weird stepping stone. Now that we had seen what it takes to be added to the manservant roster, we wanted to witness a real professional manservant in action. His name for the night was chosen by the clients, and he was hired to help a woman overcome a recent breakup by removing any evidence of her ex.
Hi, I'm Luca, and I'll be your manservant for the night.
Why are you so popular?
My accent, probably my hips, because my hips don't lie. I do generally like doing what I do, and I love to make a woman feel like she should be treated as a queen.
How do you think this service empowers women?
For a very long time, women have been oppressed and told that you have to stay in the kitchen, you take care of the kids. Nowadays, the roles are like reversed. She decides what she wants, she decides the way she wants it, how she wants it to look. She chooses everything. That's a lot of power.
What are a few things that you learned that women actually like that you didn't know before?
Being talked to a lot and then being told that they're beautiful, that's the truth, that apparently a lot of guys don't do that enough.
Something that simple.
Yeah.
You have kind eyes too, so that probably helps. I can't wait to see you in action tonight.
I can't wait to see what she has for me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. She needs to feel better. She has to get over it. Well, hello. I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you. Luca, enchanté. Hi. Hey, nice to meet you. Pleasure. It's okay, you'll be fine. Relax. How are you feeling?
Good.
You sure?
Better now.
Better?
Yeah.
A little hot. It's a little.
Oh, it is. Aw, thank you.
So tell me everything.
So I just broke up with my boyfriend of about a year.
It's okay. If you need to cry, go for it.
No, it's just I'm trying to think of everything.
Oh, that's
but-
good. You already forgot. That's a
Yeah.
good sign. Do you need a drink? You need to relax.
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
I'll be right back. There you go.
Thank you.
Well, tell me a little more. I'm gonna help you out over here so I can make something cute so you don't have to work too hard because you're working all day. I know it's hard. It's okay. Look, remember you're beautiful, and then you're gonna find someone else. He was just not meant to be. Okay? I mean, he left you, right? So you need to move on because you're beautiful ladies, and then you need to find someone else that's gonna respect you and treat you like you should be treated. Okay?
I
Sit
agree.
down.
I'll drink to that.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Can I see those letters now?
Yes.
So let's see his handwriting.
Don't read them.
He likes to draw. Okay, he's a kid. What's a cachorro?
What? Some of those might be kind of private.
Oh, my bad. So we're gonna have to do something about these, right? You want to get rid of that?
Yes. So this is the first letter he ever wrote me. Well, not really a letter, but
Yeah.
he gave me a book and wrote this.
You got this.
You got this. Turning the page, literally. If you're not in pain or not sad, that means you're not alive.
Doesn't mean the memories are gone, you know? It's just, it's not something you need to focus on anymore. It's okay.
How you feeling? Is it fun? It's kind of fun, right?
It actually feels quite cleansing and
Good.
Cheers to a brave woman! So obviously it's hard to watch one of your really close friends go through an awful breakup. How has she been since it happened, and how bad do you think she kind of needed something like this?
Sometimes you keep these things personal. It was a very personal relationship. More so than anything, I'm happy that she closed it out and you had someone there to console you through the process. People go through relationships and understand that everybody's friends are always like, let's go have fun, let's go party. And it's just like, you know, she probably just wants to be held for a little bit. Like, she needed a hug and to burn some old shit. Get it out of her system, start again.
All right, ladies, that was a pleasure to be here. It's almost actually my time to go. I wish you a wonderful time and a wonderful life, and everything's gonna be better, and then you'll find someone that is actually right for you, and then you're gonna finally move on. Okay, give me a hug.
You're the best. You're beautiful. Remember it. That's all that matters, okay? All right?
Okay.
Thank you, Luca.
Bye.
Goodbye! Out of 10, what would you...
20.
Okay, 20?
He was such a gentleman. Like, he felt like he just belonged, or like he was just a friend.
Yeah.
So he was 20 out of 10. Like, he was great.
Walking into this, I had, you know, my preconceived notions about what this day was going to be like. The audition process was really weird. I'm quite impressed now after Luca. Even though this seems like the most awkward job in the world, I could never do it in a million years. Then you actually watch it happen, and you're like, okay, I mean, what's the difference? That there's money involved. Everyone still leaves satisfied. Vivian leaves happy, feeling a little bit more fulfilled and feeling a little bit more confident. So, what's the harm?